Tough act to follow there.
What's it like being around a guy like Joe? Just the energy he brings.
It's awesome. I mean, we're not on the same side of the ball, but his energy is so infectious, and he's just a guy you love being around because every single day, no matter if it's a 7 a.m. lift or a camp practice like this, he brings the energy, always makes you smile, and just works so hard. And there's no more deserving for number one. He's just an awesome guy, great teammate.
When you came to the program last year and COVID hits, you don't really know exactly how the season's going to go, and then Rayshawn leaves, and you're kind of thrust into that role. What are you thinking about in terms of your journey to Northwestern? Are you thinking, all right, I'm going to be this freshman starting, or are you kind of just like, I'm just going to focus on day by day and not even try to get too ahead of myself?
Yeah, I think last year I was kind of thrown into the fray a little bit. We didn't really have a camp last year, so I didn't really have the time to work and learn our offense a lot and work our techniques more. I was just kind of put out there, and it was difficult, but I managed to work my way through it. But yeah, it was just sort of, I was sort of out there. I think this year I have a lot more appreciation to when it goes into a season and all the work that goes into it through the off season and through camp. Whereas last year I was just sort of like, okay, you're playing Big Ten football. There's a lot more process that goes into it this year. I have a lot more time to get better this year. But it was a great experience last year with a great team. I was just lucky to be in that spot.
How's your body changed over this year and kind of getting ready for your sophomore year? What's been the focus?
Yeah, just in general, I think our strength staff is great. I've made a ton of gains in the weight room. I feel like in general, I feel miles ahead of where I was last year, but not quite where I want to be for the season just yet. So just working through camp and trying to get to that point in terms of technique and scheme. But I feel like I made a lot of great strides in the weight room this year, and our strength staff is great. So it's been going really well. Yeah.
With players like Gunnar and Nick leaving last year, who are some of the younger guys you've seen trying to kind of step up and fill those roles?
Sam Jarek and Ethan Wiedeker have been kind of our leaders, who were both starters last year, so not really young guys. They've done a great job of leading our team, our unit so far, and I'd say Josh Preebs really stepped up this year at the left guard spot. He's been really impressive. We pushed each other a lot, just the two of us this offseason to get better. So he'll be a really strong starter for us this year. And guys like Charlie Schmidt have also been great. And then there's a really good young core too coming in that we like. But Sam and Ethan definitely have been our leaders. Not really young guys, but they've really taken that spot that Nick and Gunnar left.
Yeah, and what has it been like working with Coach Anderson? What has that meant to you, and what kind of impact has he had on the O-line?
Yeah, he's been a great coach. Just really appreciative to have him as a coach, just with his expertise and who he's developed in the past with Rashawn and guys like Frank Ragnow. We love being in meetings with him. We love having him as a coach. All the offensive linemen really enjoy having him there, and just his energy, it rubs off on us. So the NWO, that's what we call ourselves. Really appreciative to have him as a coach.
You didn't get the players out of a wrestling reference?
It is a wrestling reference, yeah. But we're the Northwestern Wildcat O-line, not the New World Order. Yeah.
Peter, you didn't get to play in front of the fans, aside from just the small groups of family that were here at Ryan Field. What do you anticipate that first game Friday night against Michigan State being like with the fans at Ryan Field?
Yeah, it'll definitely be a major adjustment. Just something I'm not really used to at all, especially last year, just playing in front of nobody pretty much, just friends and family. So that's just one thing I haven't really felt out yet. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably lean on a couple older guys just to get their experience and what it's like in that big stadium with a lot of people there. But I'm sure not much will change. It doesn't really change what we do on the field as much. So it'll be fine, but it'll be an adjustment from last year for sure.
More so on the road, it'll be an adjustment?
Definitely going to Nebraska or Michigan like that. I'm sure, we'll have some tweaks in our game plan stuff to handle that. But just focusing on what I can do on the field, not worrying about the crowd noise was probably my main priority.
When you were working with the different quarterbacks, because obviously they're rotating in with you guys, what sticks out about their games and the differences you see when you're playing with them?
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch what the quarterbacks are doing too often when I'm watching film, to be honest. Our mentality has kind of just been, we have to be disciplined in camps to give those guys the reps that they need to prove themselves, and whoever's back there doesn't change what job we have to do. And that's just been our mentality, and whoever wins the job, and I love all those guys. So whoever it is, I'll be happy. Just trusting Coach Jake and his process and doing what we need to do to let them do their thing back there is the main focus.
There was a definite improvement over the last couple seasons in the unit. What do you think led to the position group growing and developing as it did?
I think the identity that Coach Anderson set for us when he came in with NWO and establishing our own physical identity, I think that was huge to improving that unit. I haven't been here for very long, so I can't really say much about those past units. But I would just say, as we're very close, I'd probably say we're one of the closest units on the team. So having that camaraderie and stuff has really translated to the field. I feel like it's led to that improvement that you talk about. Yeah.
Thanks, Peter.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.